I put this picture on purpose, and this is a part of a bigger picture. It was on a postal stamp. The story behind that picture goes like this. In 1411, a priest had his mass. During the mass, the priest doubted the truth that he is holding the real body of Christ in his hands and the real blood of Christ. Later, during the Mass, when the time was about to break the hostia, I don't know how you say this in English, so you have to break it in 3 pieces. He suddenly saw that it is real, fresh blood. Not wine, but fresh blood. So he was terrified by that, and he finished his Mass very quickly. He put away this blood and he finished the Mass, probably very quickly. And that's the story behind this picture. So that really, truly, the wine truly turned into blood during the Mass because of only one thought, and that was doubt. And what you see on this picture is actually that blood from 1411. The small piece of blood was kept actually for more than 600 years like that, and it's made into a relic. That blood actually healed many people. There were many events, witnesses, Pope, I don't know what. But that little piece of blood is still there in that place. There was even 1738 or something, a year like that mentioned, when there was a plague all around, and they made a vow that they actually asked God. They wanted a miracle to stop the plague. So they will build. So in return, they will build. A small church or something. And the plague actually stopped. That was the miracle. The church wasn't built right away. It was built maybe 100, 200 years later. But it was made. Let's talk about miracles, people. And what do you believe in? What do you believe in? A miracle happens and it's in front of your nose and you don't believe. You stay alive, the plague stops, and you forget. The sea splits and you write about it. And you still can't live with each other. That's the sign that you don't live in love, because love takes everything. You see how perfect is God. You demand, you command, then you complain that you are alone at the old age because your daughter left you, that even your son doesn't need you except for your money. You can't live with each other, people. You lie to each other, you steal, you gossip. Then you say that you love each other so that somebody can pay attention to you. Well, that means that everything's passing through here. Only love stays. The real love, like from this picture. Do you believe at all in it? Or do you believe it? The Holy Madonna is crying. And why is she crying? Because she is the miracle. And you don't see it. It's in front of your nose and you don't see it. It shows itself in glasses, woods, mountains, everywhere. Well, what language does she have to speak? You people are so self-willed. You like to tease so much. What kind of love will stay after you leave? Political party, Donald Trump, Queen Elizabeth. What devil's mother will stay after you? You bow to the people and the statues. And when even the statue cries of sadness, you bring the scientists to explore. Only because of your selfishness you were born. That's why you got selfishness in return. A human being can say enough, but love can't. Love gives. Gives until one day it just leaves or destroys itself, dies. In fact, it never dies. You say human nature. What do you know about nature, about human nature? What do you know about it? What is human, what is not? Peace is human. All else is an illusion. Therefore, give me peace, people. But you can't calm me down. Is that human too? To calm me down, that's something only God can do. I saw that after the war. And for him, shit at the altar in the church from the enemy. In a country where wine was made into blood. And everybody saw it. It's about time now that you take that Jesus off the cross so that he can go to his Father. I have a story for you about that too. That's how you will take him off that cross when you understand the story. Peace had to be judged and convicted. Because when there is no peace, then you rule the world. Then you can't get to the real love. Then you can't make a choice, a decision. Somebody else does decisions for you. Then you don't know the way back into the peace. because people are in a state of shock and they stay that way for a long time. Sometimes they don't even get out of it. What if I decided out of peace to wipe you off the face of the earth? Then it will be so. And what if I have decided to leave you, to spare you, and to leave you in your suffering? Would you like that? The miracle is just in front of you. You are looking at it right now as you are watching this video. Why don't you trust it then? This comes from the country that is the junkyard of the world, and the surrounding little countries too. Who decided that for us? The one who doesn't give us peace. To decide out of peace, from peace. This is not the suffering from peace in the house. That is the peace that this world doesn't know. That's where decisions come from. And they wanted to disturb that. So you ask yourself now, how do you know that? I know. I have been told that I will unveil and disturb all your plans. And you will be wondering, how does she know that? That God's blood that you see heals Muslims too. Heals non-believers too. Everyone's equal. Only for you, it's not like that, is it? So, which one or one of these false prophets was the healer too? Which one arose the dead from the grave, huh? Cult leaders from various countries. They all have the same behavior, don't they? They all need weapons, harems full of women, and other people's money, yes? Who convicted peace? In the biblical sense, the non-Jews. How do you call them? Gentiles? I'm not sure. The Romans, by the Roman law. Who asked for him to be convicted in that way? Well, his own people. By other people's laws. Not by their law. But because of their law. Remember, people, when you did all that in your lives too. When did you give peace to me, Barbara? And when did you want for me to, let's say, for example, lose my job because of your stupidities, your illusions, or something like that? Well, in that case, the justice is served. The justice is what you got in return. Nobody gave me a piece of bread for Christmas, this Christmas or last Christmas. And then you ask yourselves, why did you get this, what you got in your lives? Because I have all rights to ask God to return to you all the kindness that you gave to me, or unkindness, your carelessness, your intolerance, theft, and all else. Because I know my intentions, and you truly didn't know whom you employed or who lives with you. You people saw the devil within God as the guilty one for your lives. And I'm still waiting for an apology. I didn't get one. And I'm still waiting for the present for Christmas. I didn't get one. That present should be your redemption. Why should I be a servant to you in any way? I want to separate from you and enter my peace. You defended your jobs, pockets. I don't need you. Who defended me? It's a terrible thing even to imagine how many millions of people are there in the world right now, just like me. Then you are surprised, people, for paybacks. And the payback is by the soul. Because the soul pain is the worst pain. Yes, this is how God returns, pays back. You have nothing to give to your child to eat. Who will give something to me to eat? I am a child too. You have nothing, and your daughters got married, ran away somewhere. They don't even ask about you, huh? Well, nobody asks about me either. And they're my own family. They couldn't stand something in me. And I was wondering what that was for years. Until finally, I found out. Yes, I got the answer. Because they saw in me the one who cannot be touched by anything. Now, when your lives fall apart, you will see who that is. I called him to help me. Because everybody that I call from earth, from this place, would like to charge me millions. And you don't know anything about my life, do you? It's time, people, to get him off the cross, or to die. Whatever this may sound like, but that's the truth. It is time for payback.